This is Star Wars Battlefront.
Get to the up. Shot. I don't think so.
Star Wars Battlefront is a 10-year-old video game that came out in 2015, but 10 years later, does it still hold up compared to newer games like Star Wars Battlefront 2? Let's find out. I started off by playing a heroes versus villains match, and it was surprising seeing how different the menu was in Star Wars Battlefront 1 compared to Star Wars Battlefront 2. I had joined into an already starting match, and therefore we had already won the game. And now I could be a hero. I decided to be Boba Fett. And I had already noticed that Boba Fett's abilities were already different than how his abilities are in Star Wars Battlefront 2. For example, in Star Wars Battlefront 1, he has a flamethrower and a rocket launcher, whereas in Star Wars Battlefront 2, he doesn't have a flamethrower. And it turns out I wasn't very good as playing as Boba Fett. But in Star Wars Battlefront 2, usually that would be the end, and you wouldn't be able to play, and you'd just spectate your teammates. Except in this game, you actually just become a stormtrooper, and then you can go in and help your teammates. But that didn't matter because we had already lost. Now it was a tie. And this time I wasn't actually a hero, I was just a stormtrooper right off the bat. And you also have the option to spawn as special types of stormtroopers in this game, such as the Death Trooper, to help your teammates even more. And I still wasn't very good. Another interesting thing that I realized is that you can't actually roll in this game, you can only squat. And then we won. And this time I decided to play as Darth Vader. And this time I didn't actually die immediately while using him. I actually was able to get a few kills. But sadly, I had died. And then we had lost the game, and I was able to be another hero. This time I decided to be Emperor Palpatine. And surprisingly, we had won the final round. Unlike Hero Showdown in Star Wars Battlefront 2, where you go to 3 games and whoever wins 3 games wins, Star Wars Battlefront 1 makes it to where whoever wins 5 games wins. Then I played as Boba Fett on the Tatooine map. And we had won yet another match. And after dying a few times, I helped kill Chewbacca.
Victory is at hand.
And then surprisingly, after dying all of those times, we surprisingly won. And then I killed Chewbacca. And then after chasing this person down this long, narrow hallway, Boba Fett finally got them with his flamethrower. And then I died a lot more. And then we won the game. And then I played as Han Solo on the indoor map.
Shot. I don't think so.
And then we won the first round, and then I played as Luke Skywalker. And then we won. And then I played a little bit of Walker Assault. Seeing the AT-ATs coming, slowly walking through the snow was pretty ominous and kinda cool. I had never played Walker Assault before, but it was really cool to see.
Focus your attack on the Walker. It won't be long, much longer.
Get to the uplink stations.
And then I found a hero pickup, and I decided to be Luke Skywalker. Then I tried to attack the AT-AT by hitting it with my lightsaber, and that didn't go very well. Then I was able to become an A-Wing and go in and attack the walkers like that. But it didn't go too well. But sadly, the AT-ATs had defeated us. But since I was on Hoth, I decided to go look at an Easter egg. I wasn't able to look at my 13 Easter eggs in Star Wars Battlefront video. Here is the Wampa in the Wampa Cave.
Off-world.
I then finally played Starfighter Assault. And then I was able to get a hero pickup and become the Millennium Falcon.
An Imperial ship slipped our target range.
Then I started attacking Boba Fett's ship. But then I surprisingly got it. And then apparently we needed to defend our own ship from getting killed by the TIE fighters. And it was pretty cool. I was able to just kind of float around it and defend it from the TIE fighters. Until I on accident crashed into it, that is.
Our ship made it out.
But hey, it must have kind of worked because the ship was able to escape without getting harmed. And then we had won the game. But now here's the question. Is the game still good in 2026, and is it still tons and tons of fun like it was in 2015? Well, I would say it definitely is. Its graphics still definitely hold up, and it's still tons and tons of fun with its unique game modes such as Walker Assault or Hero Hunt. But is it still worth playing when there are games like Star Wars Battlefront 2, which are just improved versions of this? I would say it still is worth playing every now and then, since it is still unique to Star Wars Battlefront 2. It's not just basically the exact same thing. Now, I still do like Star Wars Battlefront 2 better than Star Wars Battlefront 2015, but it still is fun to play every now and then. Anyways, that's where we're off today's video. I hope you enjoyed. So, folks, bye.